Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is the third video of Fenty Week. So this week guys, I decided that it was gonna be Fenty Week. I was gonna produce 3 videos all based on Fenty Beauty. So video number 1 was my comparison of all 3 gloss bombs, and then video number 2 was a lip swatch party of some of the new Mademoiselle shades, and then this video is going to be my first impression and review of the new complexion products from Fenty Beauty. We know that Fenty Beauty had 40 shades of foundation and the industry was shook, and you know, everybody else was like, we need to step our game up. All people of color everywhere were rejoicing. So then Rihanna decided that she was gonna drop 10 more foundation shades. So there are some in between shades. I actually picked up 445 just to see, you know, it's winter time. I was like, maybe I can find my winter shade. So I'm gonna show you guys how that looks. And then I picked up 2 of the concealers and 1 of the powder. So that's what I'm gonna be trying out today. So if this is your first time visiting LaBeat, welcome. And if this is not your first time, you already know what it is, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video at the beginning or the middle or the end if you would like, and put your bell on for notifications because YouTube's been trying me. People are subscribed to my channel and they don't know when I upload videos. So since YouTube is really trying to try us, make sure and put your bell on for notifications. Let's jump into this review, y'all. My eyes are done. I used a couple Fenty products to do my eyes. I will have everything I used in the description box below. Fenty Beauty also launched 10 new foundation shades and they came out with 445. So I decided to just get a little sample of it just so we could see what it looks like. This is 450 right here and that's 445. So you see the very big difference. I'm gonna put just a little bit of 445 on my face just so we could kind of see how it looks. Okay, so that's 445. You can definitely see it's an olive undertone. So I was just checking to see if maybe I could use it. And even though I just like blended it into my skin, I know that when I go to put it all over my face, I'm gonna be looking a hot mess, okay? Because that undertone, this undertone right here, that's me. This undertone right here, that's not me. So I got 2 of the concealers. I got my shade 450 and I also got 400 to highlight under my eyes. I watched a couple videos and like the consensus that I saw is that the influencers didn't get their highlight shade. They didn't get a shade light enough that they usually highlight with. So, you know, a lot of them were saying, yeah, I'm gonna go and pick it up once it comes out in stores because I think I could go lighter. So I didn't want that to happen to me. So I was like, I'm gonna get 450 and I'm gonna make sure and get a shade that's light enough to highlight with. I'm going to prime with the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. Now, I don't always use primer, but when I use my Fenty Beauty foundation, I like to use the primer. So I'm gonna take 450. I'm just gonna spot correct right here. I have some blemishes right here. From what I've heard, you need to blend this out really quickly, so I'm not gonna waste no time, okay? I like the consistency of it. The applicator is a nice sponge applicator. It glides onto your skin. I'm gonna just color correct under my eyes. This concealer is a creamy long wear crease proof liquid concealer with light as air medium to full coverage that brightens under eyes and conceals blemishes and redness. It's free of parabens and phthalates, and the product is also cruelty free. This is the full coverage cure to living life to the fullest. This sweat resistant formula comes in a groundbreaking range of 50 easy to shop soft matte shades, each designed to pair with your Pro Filt'r foundation shade. Start with your Pro Filt'r foundation shade and adjust from there. Okay, so I started with my Pro Filt'r foundation shade. Now y'all, when I went to Sephora, it was kind of hard to find my highlight shade. I'm going to insert some pictures right here of, you know, some of the shades that I was looking at, and ultimately I decided that 400 was the best highlighting shade for me, so that's what I'm going to use to highlight with once I put my foundation on. But for now, let's just finish color correcting. And you know what? This is not even so much like a color correct for me. Basically, on days where I don't want super full coverage and I just want to wear concealer, I could definitely just wear this. This concealer doesn't really remind me of anything. It's because it's super creamy, right? It blends out so easily, as you guys can see. 450 is definitely a very good match for me. Let me just swatch it right next to the 450 foundation on my hand. Swatch it right there. So as you can see, it's a little lighter than the foundation, but once it dries down, we'll really get to see, you know, how it compares. I think right now under my eyes are looking really, really nice, right? And this is just with concealer. Honestly, I wanted to really like beat down my face, but this is looking so good. Oh my gosh. I wanted today to be a beat down, but now I'm just like, should I go for a more natural look? Okay, Imani, focus. I'm gonna go in with my 450 in foundation. Let's not get carried away with how good this is looking and actually do our face. Y'all, this is looking so good. Oh my god. And because I used the 450 concealer, I didn't have to use as much foundation. Usually I use 4 pumps of this foundation to get my whole face. This time I only used 2 pumps. So now that that is done, let us go ahead with 400, and I'm also gonna swatch this right next to 450. Okay, so that is 400. On camera it is looking so yellow, but I promise you guys it's not yellow. On Sephora's website it says for tan to deep skin with a very warm undertone. For some reason it's just picking up high yellow on my camera. So yeah, let's go in. I'm gonna do one eye at a time. Do you all see how that just glides onto the skin? It just glides. Then I'm gonna take my damp beauty sponge from Ofra. Okay, I chose the right shade. Yes, I'm so happy that I chose the right shade, y'all. Because I was like, damn, which one should I choose? I know I wanted one with warm undertones. I love a peachy highlight. You all know I have Mahogany by Too Faced, and that is like almost orange, and I love it. But y'all, I am so up close into this camera because I just want to show you what is going on here. It just blends out like a freaking dream. All right, let's do the other eye. I'm just moving in sections because I know that it dries quickly. And you really do get a lot of product on the applicator, so just be careful with that. You don't want to go crazy. Fenty, y'all are coming through. I know I'm very up close, guys, but I just wanted to like really give you the tea. That's why I'm so close. Don't worry, I'm gonna zoom out in a second when I'm finished so you guys can really see it. All right, now we're gonna go in with the powder. So Fenty Beauty came out with 8 shades of their Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder. They have a very dark one called Coffee. That's what it looks like. As y'all know, I am in love with Patrick's powder. So I was like, which is the shade that is closest to Patrick's powder? And Cashew was that shade. I don't like yellow powders. Like, I've stepped away from that a long time ago and I ain't going back. So I thought that Cashew would be the best for me. It has the FB in there. So the sifter, the hose for the sifter say FB. Now you get 0.98 ounces, 28 grams of product, and it's $32. Okay, so this is it right here. Think I put too much. Let's just dust that off really quickly. You know what? I should have used my brush to do this instead of, because I'm not gonna bake. So I should have just used my brush to do that. Wow, this is scented. What is the scent? So it says a superfine weightless loose setting powder in 8 sheer shades to perfect and extend makeup wear for a filtered photo ready finish on lock. This is also cruelty free. This silky loose powder works all day to reduce shine and blur the look of pores, fine lines, and imperfections for hyper smooth filter that won't flash back. 8 versatile shades melt into your unique skin tone, letting you set perfect and brighten without caking or setting. So in the future, I am not going to use my sponge. That was a mistake. I'm gonna reverse contour just a little bit with it. Wow, but I really like it. I really like it. I didn't buy any of the Fenty brushes, so I'm just using this Wet n Wild brush that I have. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. All right, y'all. My prediction was right. Cashew is live! Oh my gosh, my prediction was right. I'm so happy that it was right. Okay, now time to contour. We're gonna use Espresso. It's going to set all over my face with my Black Radiance powder and cafe. So now for highlight, I'm gonna be using Mimosa Sunrise. You all know I love this to highlight with. I'm gonna take Pink Parfait from my Sleek Makeup Blush Bat 3. All right, I'm just gonna finish up my under my eyes, on my lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, and this is the finished look. I think that my under eyes are looking flawless. I'm loving the finish of everything. Now they said that it was crease proof. I have little creases under my eyes, so that claim, I don't even worry about it. They say that it was sweat resistant. We're not gonna try that today. This is a first impression. I really like the concealer. As you guys could see, when I tried 450, I could use just that on a day where I don't want to wear foundation and still look very, put together and refreshed. And I am so happy that I chose 400 as my highlight shade because it really did lift my face, brighten, and gave me the undertone that I like. This is everything swatched on my hands. As you can see, it's still looking very yellow on camera, but I think that it looks amazing under my eyes. I also really like the powder. I am going to be definitely using this concealer more to see, how I really feel about it. But right now, from this very first impression, I love it. I absolutely love it. I cannot compare it to any concealer that I have because the consistency is just very different. Not even to Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape isn't as creamy as that. I would say they dry down. No, they don't. See, I'm trying to find something to compare it to, and I haven't used another concealer like this. It is very creamy. It blends out very easily, and then it dries matte, but it doesn't look so matte. When I put on the 450, it looked like completely matte. That was under the foundation. Then once I put the foundation over it and I put 400 over my foundation, it looks a little sheeny. And then I put my powder on and it completely set. I am not one to not set my under eyes, so that's not something that I would ever do. I think because I have oily skin, so I'm always going to be setting everything. Okay, even in the winter, I'm setting it. Now, y'all know I love my Fenty Beauty. I would definitely give this a 2 thumbs up, a 5 out of 5 stars. I would recommend actually really getting your foundation shade and then going a couple shades lighter for your highlight based on how you like to highlight. So you might want to get the one right above your foundation shade if you don't like that dramatic highlight. Me, I went 5 shades above my highlight because I like the drama. Okay, give me the beat down. That is what I like. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna get caught up. I am going to get a lighter shade so that I could really brighten up my face. Also in this collection, she came out with a brush for the concealer. I wouldn't use a brush for the concealer. I love how the sponge worked. She also came out with 2 little precision sponges. I'm not really fans of those mini sponges, so I was okay with my, Ofra sponge. I also haven't tried her sponge, but one thing I would like to pick up eventually is the foundation brush, because I've heard so many good things about that foundation brush. I really do want to try it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this first impression review of the new Fenty Beauty complexion products. You know, you can follow me on my social media platforms, sisla.beat on Instagram and on Snapchat, and The Beat Inc. on Facebook and Twitter. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video and have a great night, guys. Bye!